So the Babylon Bee came out, which is basically, I have to worry if this is actually real news now. Rob Finnerty and I were talking about this, and the headline was, federal judge orders astronauts be returned to space. And I had to do the double take because, I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I asked you, so our offices are right next to one another.
A very thin wall.
Very extremely thin wall. Like, I'll say bless you when you sneeze. Yeah. But I asked you that today because I thought it was a legitimate story, because that would not surprise me. That's where we are.
It's crazy, man. I mean, it is like unbelievable. Now we have the Secretary of Transportation sending a letter to the MTA saying, like, hey guys, get your subways in order. Stop getting people pushed on the tracks, or we're not going to give you any more funding.
Well, this is where, I mean, what's interesting on this story is that this is where they have leverage. And this is where the White House, and you can actually change some of these miserable blue cities that we all have to live underneath these regimes, because they take tons of money. I mean, remember when Trump screwed around with the SALT tax?
Yeah. Right.
You know, I mean, that was a big message.
Connecticut,
like, you guys need to get your affairs in order, because we're not going to just cover you forever. And this is the same thing. If you're going to have a system that is so dangerous, why would the federal government, why would you ask all taxpayers to fund a subway system that you can't even keep safe? I think of the same thing when I look at all of these. I went to Dwayne Reed, Walgreens today in New York.
Del Frisco.
And Dwayne Reed, I was at Walgreens. Right. Everything's locked up. And in my mind, I'm thinking, these stores, it's so, like, why would you even pay taxes in a city where they can't stop people from coming in and stealing all of my stuff, so they have to lock everything under key to prevent, I mean, it's like, why would you pay taxes in a city where they can't even...
It's because we live in a society where nobody gets punched in the face anymore.
I've been in the city for 5 years, and granted, it was COVID when we got here, but I haven't taken the subway once because it's dangerous. And if we come into the city on the weekends...
But that's the only reason I do take the subway.
I'm not taking it. You can, but I'm not built like you.
I also don't like to go in an enclosed tube built by the lowest bidder below sea level.
Correct.
Not really my...
150 years ago. We got it, guys. It's okay.
Exactly. Hey, Murph. Pass me the jackhammer. All right, so let's talk about Chuck Schumer, though. He's basically been like blacklisted from his own party for supporting this bill. Now it looks like Democrats are having meetings, like it's like an intervention with him.
Yeah, he's not going to make it. Chuck's not going to survive this one.
AOC, if you get unseated by AOC as Chuck Schumer, I mean...
well, no, I think it happens before that. I think we're looking at, who's our Connecticut senator? Murphy?
Yeah,
Murphy. Somebody like that.
Anti-gun Murphy?
I don't think he makes it until 2026. I really don't.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I think that the Democrat Party is in the very early stages of going through what the Republican Party went through 8 or 9 years ago with Trump. I think they're moving toward populism. I think they're looking at all of these establishment goons that have been terrible for so long. Everybody's talking right now, like everybody's looking at Bernie Sanders in a different way. They're looking at what they did, what Hillary did in 2016, kind of subverting him, going around him. Yeah. They're looking at Schumer. They're looking at all of these establishment figures
all
that
the people
have been
in the
so
list.
awful, and they're looking at and how in bed they all are with corporate America. The populists are taking another look at the Democrat Party right now, and I think they're in the beginning of what's going to be a very painful couple of years of kind of reimagining.
So you think they're going to pull out of it? I think the Democratic Party right now, at least in my lifetime, I'm in my 40s, we all are.
We're actually all the same age.
I'm bizarre. We're looking at, they're like the Bull Moose Party.
Yeah. Or
like the Whigs, or the Tories. I think that's where the Democratic Party is right now. Now, do I think they'll pull out of this? I think they will, because they have in the past, but it's that bad right now for the Democratic Party.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.